And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So Kent State's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Darisaw. Got him downfield. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10.
Let's go!
The give on the option. Runs through a tackle.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Flashes are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defender.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
But in the backfield, it's Parrish. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Golden Flashes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker is Parrish. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The give from the gun. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Fakes to grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Golden Flashes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Sets up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Darisaw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter.
And that's good enough for first down.
That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number called, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
And after that incompletion, they are left with a third down. Looking to throw, it's Darasaw. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The golden flashes racing to the line in a hurry up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kent State. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Pressure coming. And the pass rush gets home.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Darisaw. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires toward the target. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Darisaw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pulls and fires complete. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, what a scene there in Muncie. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's head back to the guys at Schumann Stadium.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And the golden flashes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Darisaw. Going deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the... They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game.
Here we go.
He's looking to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Ball State 16.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And now on third down after that last run. Looking to pass. It's Darisaw. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
But how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. The Golden Flashes in the hurry-up. Out of the gun looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. And the golden flashes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Darrisaw. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The golden flashes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ball State.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Boston College.
They go to the ground.
Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Parrish. Got the first down, looking for more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch. And you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Darrisaw. Here's a heat. Gets away. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. You want to talk about building confidence and coming through with clutch plays. Making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple